My wife and I were talking last night as we were watching TV. She asked me if I get butterflies when I go out on the course. And I do not get butterflies. The only thing I'm focusing on is that first corner. If you're not looking 2 corners ahead, you're already behind. And that's what you have to do when you're out there. You have to have that line of sight, and you have to have total concentration. Having built this car, I think, is a key thing to sitting in the seat. You do have respect for it, but you know what you're sitting in also. You've torqued every one of them bolts in there. You've touched every aspect of this car. My name is Dan Howe. I was born in the New Hampton, Iowa area. Grew up here, went to school here, graduated from high school here. Probably the first thing I really started tinkering with was bicycles. I could never leave a bicycle alone. I was always changing a tire because this tire looked neater than that, or painting the frame, or changing the seats out. You always... that was your first set of wheels, so that's the first thing I probably really tinkered with was bicycles. We built the shop we're sitting in today out of a barn that my great-grandfather built back in 1921. Remodeled it for our needs. We do have a big air compressor. We have some air tools, but a lot of the stuff we just make do with what we have and try to get the job done. Everything was assembled in this shop. Whatever we can do, we do right here. One thing you got to understand with this car, I have never, ever built a car from the ground up like we did this ever. I've done a lot of shade tree mechanic stuff. I've done a little tinkering here, a little tinkering there, but this was a major hurdle. I personally can't tell you what I like the best about this car. I love working on it. I love sitting back and looking at it. I get the opportunity to go out with it and beat the living tar out of it on the racetrack, find the limits of it, and I usually find the limits of myself long before I find the limits of the car.